Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, with your readings for December the 23rd through December the 29th. Listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. If you are returning, thank you for your loyalty and support. And if you're new, I hope you enjoy these readings and that you will return. You will find all the other, this is for your sun, moon, and rising. It's a general reading. You'll find all the links to everything you need below, to all the other videos. If you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, there'll be also skip times. Because this is an intro, then there's the astrology report, and then the tarot reading, and all the skip times will be below. And also, I want to thank everyone who's subscribed, and I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, if you could like these videos and share them. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology section of your reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. And there's just little things going on at the beginning of the week, but the major astrological event is happening on Thursday. Now, this can also be on Wednesday, which is Christmas Day. So happy Christmas, everyone. And I know that on Sunday, I'm recording these on Sunday, it is Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to those of you. And the day after Christmas, which is also known as Boxing Day in England, is Kwanzaa. So happy Kwanzaa to all of you who celebrate that. So on Thursday, the December the 26th, we have the new moon solar eclipse. It's a partial eclipse in Capricorn, and it happens at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is the 24th. It's happening on the 25th on Christmas Day in California, and it is happening in the UK at 5:13 a.m. on Boxing Day. Now, so this partial new moon solar eclipse happening in Capricorn is a very fortunate and lucky eclipse because it is connected to Jupiter, the planet of abundance and luck and good fortune, right? An expansion. So it's right next to it when this happens. So it's very fortunate. So the power of this new moon solar eclipse is tremendous because Jupiter will expand its power. I've already been feeling this aspect. Have you? I know I have had some quite fortunate things happen. I'm very happy. Listen, this is the last eclipse of the year, of the decade. We are ending a decade. There's a lot of energy when we switch from decade to decade. I can't believe that it's been 20 years since Y2K. I was just thinking about this the other day. If you are, some of you are too young to remember this, but 20 years ago, when we moved into a whole new century, there was a big fear of Y2K. There was, everyone was suspecting that computers would break down around the world and our whole lives would fall apart. And Y2K came and went without any kind of significant event. So we were fine, but it was so funny at the time how naive we were. Now, what else? Let's get back to the solar eclipse, shall we? New moons, as you know, are or most of you know, is when the sun and the moon are conjunct, when they're together. And a conjunction is a very powerful astrological aspect. It's when the two planets that are conjunct are together. So it's very powerful. And not only that, we have this Jupiter conjunction too. So it's 3 planets. We've got let me see how many planets are in Capricorn right now. Let me check yes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in Capricorn. And by the end of the week, we will have 6. Not only do we have these 2 lights, right, our luminaries, the sun and the moon, conjoined, right, together, which is very powerful. At the same time, we've got the conjunction with Jupiter, as I mentioned, and we also have this lovely relationship with Uranus, which is this planet of sudden happenings and surprises. And because it's a lovely connection, we could get, surprise gifts. Listen, Jupiter is about expansion. So it's about energy. We're going to be energized, right? We're going to feel energetic. It's in a cardinal sign. So we're going to want to start things. It's a new moon. It's a brilliant time to start something, and perhaps a course in study, a business or a project or something new, and it's really important for us to have intentions and write them down at this time, and write them as if we are already experiencing them, because that is the law of attraction. So we really want to make sure that we write our intentions, right? Ask Santa Claus for our presents. Now, Capricorn is all about planning. It's about long-term goals. So really see the future. What do you want to happen in the next 5, 10, 15 years? We're going to have this energy and this urge to start things and to plan things. Taking action towards long-term goals will be extremely satisfying to us at this time. Resist any inclination that you may have to sit back and procrastinate. Resist that urge, because sometimes we don't want to take action out of fear sometimes, right? Much can be accomplished at this time, so make the most of what is available. Now, on Friday, the Sun is conjunct Jupiter exactly. So we're feeling this already, right? And then it's going to be exact on Friday. And also we'll feel it afterwards. We'll feel this lovely, massive energy influx. The Sun represents life force, right? And Jupiter will expand that force. So it's optimism, it's generosity. We will receive gifts and good fortune, and also we'll feel generous, and we'll be inspired to give and to be generous with others. With this boundless energy, you will be able to do everything. It's like you'll want to do everything. You want to start all kinds of projects and get things off the ground. So it's really, with this boundless energy, it is a good time to start a new course in study or business or project, like I said before, with the new moon. So this is all. You also need to be aware, though, that Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So if it will expand negativity. It may expand your waistline, the holidays. Resist the urge to take that second piece of cake or the helpings. And, also drinking too much. We have to drink responsibly during the holidays. Don't drink and drive. Make sure that you have a designated driver, or you, get a taxi home, Uber at home, whatever you need to do. So just be aware of that, and keep your thoughts and actions as positive and as just have integrity and be honest and upfront, and keep your side of the street clean. It's very important, because we have Saturn at play too during this time. Rules and regulations. You don't want to get caught out there. Now, on Saturday the 28th, Mercury moves into Capricorn. So now we have 6 planets in Capricorn, darling. And this is the planet, the sign of ambition, of, practicality, of planning ahead. So this is, the thought process. Mercury is about the thought process and communication. So it's, it's no frills. It's like, communicating, practically, and what's, without beating about the bush. Although when Mercury is in Capricorn, we're very cautious or very careful about what we say. So we're going to kind of be very, judgmental and perhaps skeptical of what people say. You may frown a lot. It's very, you know, Mercury in Capricorn is very conservative, and can appear kind of cold and calculating at times. Capricorn doesn't want to waste time, wants to get to the point and move on. So it may be a little dismissive and judgmental at times. So it's because Mercury in Capricorn has a very clear sense of judgment. So that's not a bad thing at times, it just, to be a little more thoughtful and deliberate, but very practical. So without further ado, let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Leo, and welcome to the tarot card section of your reading for December the 23rd through the 29th. Okay, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo for the week of December the 23rd through the 29th? 3 cards for Leo, please. 2 more cards for Leo, please. 2 more. Oh, 1 more. Oh, that's too many. 1 more card for Leo, please. 1 more card for Leo. There it is. Lovely. Okay. Now we're going to the clarifying cards. These are clarifying cards for Leo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo for this coming week of December the 23rd through the 29th? Please clarify. Oh, 2 cards for that. Please clarify. There we are. So interesting. And please clarify. There we are. Lovely. Okay. Let's take a look at your cards, Leo. Okay, so the first card out for you is the 7 of Wands, clarified by the Hanged Man and the Page of Cups. Then you have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Wands. And then you have the Page of Cups yet again, clarified by the 3 of Cups. All right, Leo. Leo, what's going on? Okay. The first card out for you is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is all about standing up for what you know is right. It's like, don't compromise your values. I always think of a jury when I think of this. And it's like Friday night and you've been on this long case and everyone just wants to go home. Nobody wants to be sequestered. So they all rush to a decision. And you have some doubt. And it's, you don't want to be sequestered either, but you know that it's only right that you address this and have integrity and, do what's right. So this is saying, stand up for the underdog, stand up for your values. It's okay to compromise to a certain extent, but don't compromise your values. Stand up and have the courage to speak out, even when it's not easy, even when it's against everybody else. You have to do what you know is right within your heart. Clarifying that is the Hanged Man, right? So the Hanged Man is like seeing a situation from a different perspective. It's like we may have had a very fixed idea about something and a judgment, and we really need to open our minds up. We also need to open our minds up to hear others, and at least so say this. Right? You have to stand up for what's right, but you also have to hear other points of view. So it's not about closing everyone off and not agreeing with them because you have this fixed idea. It's really also stepping back and saying, okay, do I really need to think this way too? Considering, you have to consider every option. So you have to kind of take your, put yourself in others' positions too. And don't be swayed if you feel something's wrong within your heart, but definitely be open to hearing other points of view. And this is really, taking a spiritual path. He's hanging from the tree of life, and he's like in a yoga pose. He's not, he's sacrificing himself for others. Yeah, this is about standing up for the underdog, really seeing the situation from the other point of view, from the point of view of someone who's suffering. You don't want to be quick to judge. You have to be careful of being quick to judge or just going with your peers and with the group. Be independent, be an independent thinker, be open to seeing all sides to a situation. And look, you have the gift of intuition and psychic ability. This is like, you're the calm in the storm. You have to be the calm in the storm here, Leo. And trust your gut feeling on this. Go with your intuition. This is the Page of Cups, and there's turmoil around, but you're calm because you know what's right. You're going to know exactly how to handle this. But stand up and be heard. Don't be silent. And the next card is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is about, passion. He can come in and sweep you off your feet, but he may not stay around for long. That's okay. Enjoy the journey. There's two of them, right? This can be an idea. It can be an opportunity. Sometimes you've got to think on your feet and make a decision rather quickly, and don't miss this opportunity. This can also, he's brilliant, but he has it, and he's very gallant, and he's there, he's like, here I come to save the day. He's got lots of damsels in distress to save. He can be a little impulsive, so you have to look. This is like taking a moment to think things through, right? This is a pause in action, the Hangman. So you really kind of need to think things through and trust your intuition. Don't act rashly. That's a definite big message here. Don't act rashly, because that the Knight of Wands comes rushing in. Here I come to save the day. I always think of that song when he comes in. So you really, think things through, even, on your feet, but definitely don't make any rash decisions. And then you've got the Page of Water again. And this time, he's bearing a gift. He's got, the fish, represents water. This is about emotions. I feel that you're getting, somebody new is coming into your life. I think, Leo, you might, or love could resurgence. It's a message. This is a message of love. And look, this is a cause for celebration. The Three of Cups is kick your heels off, go out with the girls or the guys, don't forget to have fun. But, remember, we do have Jupiter at play, so don't stay at the party too long and don't celebrate too much. Yes, go out and celebrate. Enjoy this. Spread the love. And that's the crux of it. Spread the love, darling. That's what I'm getting for you. I have to write that down for you, because that's going to be your title of your video. Spread the love. Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it, and comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Hello, guys. You are my die-hard fans. I really appreciate you. Thank you for staying all the way through to the end. I just wanted to tell you I have a Facebook group, and in that Facebook group, I do a live feed every 2 weeks, and it corresponds with either the new moon or the full moon. And whoever attends, I look at their horoscope and see how they are receiving it. And I also have my tarot cards on hand to answer any questions. So it's a lovely group, like-minded people. We're all very positive and it's really uplifting. Such a lovely environment. So I hope that you will join my Facebook group. It is a private group, so you just need to ask permission to join and just answer a couple of questions. That's all. And you'll get in. Listen, guys, the 12-month readings are, a lot of people are getting them and they're really helpful. So take a look at my website. The link to that is below, and get a 12-month reading. And I throw in a little chart interpretation in there too, just some, things about your personality and good things to know, strengths and weaknesses. I throw that in just as a little special, a little special extra. It must be Jupiter expanding. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next week. Mwah! I love you all.